So I know the majority of you who are already clicking on this video are wondering, why is it such a big deal? Just wait. Or it's not even that far away. We're still a good couple months until we get all the way to 2020. Well, this video, I'm actually going to talk to you on some things that honestly, I just felt I wanted to talk about personally. And you clicked on this video, so I might as well give you an explanation and waste a couple minutes of your time. Sound good? Okay, let's do that then. As the majority of you guys already know, who have been keeping up with gaming news and major other events that have been going on, such as reveals and whatnot, there's a ton of new games that are currently coming out. And even though I really wish that half of these games would have, came out in 2019, it is understandable that, for one, a lot of these games are going to be 2020. 2020, by the way. Sidkriken 2020. Vote for Sidkriken 2020, baby. Woo! Let's go! A lot of this stuff is generally interesting to me, so I have on screen right now 50 most coming games that are coming out in 2020. These are the most anticipated, and some of these, obviously, I have not seen. Some of these I have seen since like E3, which, by the way, literally this year's E3 was absolutely, I would consider to be filler. 100% of the way through. I do not care what anyone says. I know we got like maybe Minecraft Dungeons, Lego, Forza Horizon, which I think is kind of all right. I know my friend's probably gonna watch this, gonna flame me and be like, boy, you said it was trash and now you're saying it's good. I get it. Okay, I get it. I like Lego. I like racing games. Sure. There's a good amount of games, and for E3, we always look forward to E3 every single year. I look forward to E3 every single year because this is usually a really great time where game companies and developers can bring their A game to swindle and sway all of us that play games religiously, and obviously that don't have lives. So all we do is kind of spend time with our friends on Discord and then be like, hey, you want to play this new game? And then we spend like 10 or 20 hours a day playing that game nonstop, and then all of a sudden, bam, we're on phase, dude. We're out here getting big bucks and phase playing. So we got this year 50 upcoming games that are coming out in 2020. We have Ori and the Blind Wisps. Ori and the Blind Forest was an absolutely amazing game. This coming out in 2020 it's understandable. I mean, it also literally could have came out in 2019, but I'm assuming another good thing is a lot of these games that are coming out in 2020, as I'm mentioning through here, a lot of these games are possibly going to be, and okay, hold on. Give me a second here. I actually was going to say that another good reason for 2020 is because, for one, we're kind of hitting our current console and generation lifespan, which is I think like 5 to 6 years. Wait, hold on, what's the it should be 5 to 6 years. Console generation lifespan. I literally have to use Google for this. This is wonderful. By 2020, our current generation of consoles will start to pull even the longest in recent history. The sixth generation was as long as 6 years. The PlayStation 2 launched in 2000 with its successor, which was the PS3. About in 2006, or as short as 4 years, making the launch of the original Xbox to 360. I mean, like 5. Okay, so like 5 to 6 years. Let's just say it at that. So we're pretty much kind of running it over a little bit in terms of our generation lifespan for consoles and other things. So it's around that time that obviously there is supposed to be a new console. I know that there's like the PS5 that was accordingly leaked. And the same thing with the new Project Scarlet that Microsoft is working on, which is really cool. I honestly think that this is really cool because I'm interested to see what Sony and Microsoft are going to be pulling out of their rabbit hat, because apparently at this point in time, for what I had seen, and this is just my opinion, by the way, this is full opinion piece. Please don't be a salty play in my comment section. Please, just don't do it. Just understand it's an opinion. IMO, a lot of the stuff that we're hearing about consoles that are doing like 8K and that have like ray tracing and all this other stuff, it does kind of sound cool, but I mean, I'm glad that they're starting to implement this stuff for next gen. Obviously, it's still kind of like PC has had this way before, and I know consoles trying to get up to now with like 4K, but at the same point, is it really required to even have 8K at this point? Like, I know, let's just logically speaking here, right? Who do you know at any point in time, even in next year, will even see 8K? Like, 8K itself is going to be way too much money. Unless you're like rich that has basically every new console and every new piece of tech that comes out every single year. It's probably catered to them, which is fine. But 8K is still a little bit like they're kind of future-proofing it, you know what I mean? And then they're also like, why is this in a console? It's still hard enough that a lot of when it comes to the PS4 Pro and the Xbox One X that can barely even run at native 4K 60 FPS. If anything, it's a modified version of that. So it's just to be able to run at 8K. I mean, like, what is the real point here? You know what I mean? What is the real point? Is it future proofing, or is it just trying to overstep each other at the point of being, we're trying to be better than the other guy? You know what I mean? Like, is this really needed? It's insane that currently right now, Borderlands 3, such an awesome game to play on consoles at the moment, is incredibly terrible. I've been literally trying to watch videos and see like reviews and whatnot as well too. I own it on PC personally, but I know a lot of friends were trying to wonder if they should get it on console or if they should get it on PC. And it's just been a huge mess for that game specifically because the game doesn't even run in 4K 60 FPS on Unreal 4. Like, I don't know, dude. I don't know. I can't argue there. I can't really say anything other than, bruh, are you serious? Like, what are y'all doing, dude? Consoles are in a place right now that obviously they can be greatly improved. And in terms of like 4K gaming, where people have like 4K TVs and stuff like that and trying to hit actually 60 frames on a console is very important. Why are you going to have a game that's going to come out and it doesn't even hit 4K 60 when your literal console, like your platforms, say 4K 60? A lot of games are possibly, in terms of like optimization, can run it easily. 4K 60 on a PC is slight work, if anything. Okay, I'm not saying that as to just be snarky or anything. I'm literally telling the truth. You could literally build a PC that would do 4K 60. If it does 4K 144 hertz, stop. You're overdoing it. Okay, I think that obviously, like I said, when it comes to the new generation of consoles, you're already overstepping the reach of that lifespan. You know, I didn't even think that. Like, here's the thing for me. Okay, when did the Xbox One come out? Right, like I had to research this, and it came out in 2013. Literally, I did not know that. I thought it came out in like 2014 to 2015. I was like, damn, we already got a PlayStation 5 on the way. And I mean, like the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation 4 Pro, they're killing it right now. Xbox One and Xbox One X, they're killing it right now. Okay, from, like I said, what I was talking about before in terms of like the specs of like 8K ray tracing, this, that, the other thing, like this console might as well come out in 2021 for all I know. So I would assume at that point, if next E3 they're going to be mentioning, it's like, well, we're coming out with developing it, and it's going to be coming out within either later 2020, which will be fine, or 2021. One of the two. It just would only make sense if it was in 2021. 2020, a lot of these consoles are still good. If you're wanting to upgrade, you got to have something mind-blowing. And that's another thing I wanted to talk about. A lot of these games that I'm showing right now, like especially, you know, when it comes to God and Monsters, is the second one I had here. New IPs. We're kind of used to looking at sequels, prequels, trequels, whatever. And at the moment in time, it kind of feels like when you're coming out with games, there's, at the moment, in my opinion, the game industry is in some cases kind of very lacking in innovation, and that's understandable. A lot of people, as what I was talking with my friends about, the majority of them would say like it would be really nice to have innovation instead of seeing the same thing over and over again. Like, I don't mind Watch Dogs Legion. I like what they're doing for this game specifically, because for one, you know, in terms of the Watch Dogs games, you're playing as one character, and now this one's completely different because they're going with a State of Decay wave, which, if you don't know, State of Decay is basically an open world survival game where there really isn't a main character. Think of it like The Walking Dead, or, you know, the show, where even though there's main characters, there's a lot of other characters, and those main characters might die. Same thing with Game of Thrones as well too. You're able to switch between all different types of characters, and it's really cool because it kind of, you create your own sort of story with those characters. It's a world. It's not just a story about one character in a universe or a world that was made for them or they're in, you know? So that's cool. that's somewhat innovative in the sense, but it's still, you know, it's another Watch Dogs game. Is it going to be good? I don't know. It's Ubisoft. You could take it as you want from there. Cyberpunk, obviously the biggest one as well too is Cyberpunk. A game like this that's going to take till like 2020, a long while. April, that's really long while. If anything, I'm actually upset that I have to wait that long for this such amazing game, but I'm fine with it. It's understandable. You know, games like Cyberpunk are definitely games that are going to take a little bit as well too, and especially going into 2020, it's going to be a game that I know is going to probably push boundaries for RPG games and a lot of games in the industry. Does it sound overhyped? Obviously. Is it going to be really good? Obviously. Is that even a question that you're going to ask me? Why? I'm a fanboy of this, of course. Like, I'm going to be biased. Why wait? Well, obviously, we got a couple of reasons. One, because a lot of these games are going to be coming out next year. Two, they might be coming out for the next gen consoles. I'm really eager to see what everyone's going to bring to the table, as already mentioned before, with all these next gen consoles. Because for one, 8K and ray tracing and all this other stuff, I mean, ray tracing isn't even used in a lot of games nowadays. Like, it's only used in like, what? 4 or 5 games I can count off of my hand. Like, and it's not really all that great. It's still an early technology, but the fact that, you know, all this stuff is going in and with all these rumors, I'm hoping it'll be properly worth it for games. I mean, there's so much more that I could talk about in terms of like consoles and being behind and all this other stuff, but that's just for another video. My whole idea for this video was just to be for 2020 and talking about the games that are coming out. But honestly, I mean, hey, guys, if you have any sort of ideas or opinions, or you just want to jump in a conversation, please feel free to leave a link in the description down below as well, too. I love talking about this stuff a lot, and especially with video games. I want to do a lot more videos like this where I'm just kind of putting my opinion out there. You know, you can like it, you cannot like it, whatever. It does not matter. At the end of the day, we all love video games, and we just want to play them as well, too, and make sure that they're good and are not riddled with microtransactions at the end of the day. So, of course, like I said, you have an opinion, you have anything. If you like it, like the... dislike it, anything, leave a comment for me down below as well too, just to plug it in there for all you guys who are interested in or new to the channel. I do all different types of stuff. I do like to talk from time to time about games and other things, but I mostly like to upload video games and other things as well too. So, but just a little bit of mix of everything. But if you like my face and my hair as well too, then feel free to check out my channel. Feel free to sub, and I do live streams as well too. So if you want to talk to me live and all this stuff, I do that weekly, Monday through Thursday, and yeah, all the good stuff. So thank you guys so much. All my information will be down below. What do you guys think? I think this is just going to be something that for us, we're just going to have to wait out and see if maybe next gen consoles might be good or bad, whatever. I don't know. We're going to figure it out. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Have a lovely, wonderful day playing. Check you guys out later. Peace out.